Hi, thank you for watching my presentation. I'm going to be going over climate change and how it affects the world we live in. Climate change is caused by human action. That's one of the main things I want people to know. Without it is agreed upon by 99.9% of scientists. They came to a conclusion that climate change is real and in fact caused by humans. It is human induced. It's something that affects the world, and the climate change is something that we can stop if we work together to stop it. We just have to take action. Um, Climate change is caused by greenhouse gases and methane. Methane production and the gases put into the atmosphere affect our ozone, and it is what the ozone and the reflection of the ozone that causes the heat rays to get trapped within our atmosphere, and this causes the climate change that we see. It causes the earth to heat up because the heat is the rays from the sun. It usually bounces off the earth back up into the sky and would just exit our atmosphere and go into space. But the ozone layer created by the greenhouse gases, it instead of the rays going through and out into space, the ozone reflects those rays back into the Earth's atmosphere, and it traps that heat inside. And it's just a continual uh, interaction between the rays and the Earth, which causes our Earth to heat up and change temperatures. And it's something that needs to be fixed because obviously, if it keeps happening and it keeps worsening, our ozone layer gets thicker, then we're going to be the Earth will be too hot to live in. Um, the greenhouse gases are caused by just any pollution, cars, planes, anything that you see as a pollutant. Methane gases are one of the worst ones they found. They Methane is caused by cows, a lot of different vehicles, factories, all of that. Um, One of the things about climate change is it causes biodiversity loss, and biodiversity is a big term. Diversity, if something is diverse, it means that it's unique. It's not all the same. It's going to be different things within. So bio means life. So if you put that word together, it's basically the multiple different the multiple different living organisms, things within the earth. And what biodiversity loss includes is the species of animals that died due to the climate change, and this causes a biodiversity loss because if, say, one species of fish dies, then what about the things that prey upon that fish are going to be affected because now they lost one of their sources of prey, and this is going to in turn affect the entire food chain of the earth and how things work. Biodiversity loss also includes the diversity within the food chain and within the earth of all the different animals. We're going to be losing some due to extinction because, take for example, the global warming. If global warming melts all of the ice in the Arctic areas, then all of those animals are going to be without a habitat. They're going to be without anything to live on, and they will in turn die and go extinct because they're going to have to learn to live. They're going to have to adapt to this heat, which sometimes might not happen. Ocean acidification is a big, highly like relevant topic today. Um, I'll talk about it a little more later about the rates, but ocean acidification is basically coral reefs are a big part of the ocean and its biodiversity. There are billions of organisms that depend upon the reef to live and survive. Um, but when the reefs become stressed, they what they do is they bleach and they lose their pH levels, and this causes them to turn white. But the bad thing about this bleaching is they basically die off due to this bleaching because they are so stressed, and that means that those billions of fish that depend upon the coral reefs, they're not going to have any habitat to depend upon now. They're not going to have that. It's homes to millions. It's where they feed and everything. So that's really important. But this ocean acidification is caused by climate change, by global warming, because if it's heat, if it's going to be the acidification happens because of the heat, and the heat stresses out the coral reefs. Um, green technology is actually one of the ways that we can stop it. Green technology is our way to decrease the amount of greenhouse gases, and it's our way to decrease these gases and hopefully stop the ozone from thickening. Hopefully we can figure out ways to use green technology to diminish our pollution into the atmosphere, and even if it's not taking away that extra the pollutants in the atmosphere, it's not adding any more. So our goal right now is to just do anything we can to stop it from worsening, and hopefully that'll give us more time to actually figure out a way to solve it. Why I chose this issue? I chose this issue because the future is important to me. I think that the world we live in is dependent, it is something that we should take pride in. I don't think that it's right to say we live on this world and not take care of it. I think that if we were living on this world and it's our fault that it ultimately dies, then I don't like that idea. I think that we should take pride in our Earth's life and the things that are living upon it. And I think that I want to have the best for my children and their grandchildren, and hopefully anybody that comes after me. And I think it's our goal, our thing. It should be us to take care of it and make sure that they have the best way, that the life that they can have. This issue is important because it's shown that we need action now, or else it is ultimately going to destroy our Earth. Without doing anything, then we can't solve it, and our Earth is going to die. We actually have had record high temperatures in the past years. I'm saying years, not just year, because that is big. We've not only have had record temperatures like past year, but the year before that and the year before that, which shows that it's a worsening issue. It's not, oh, it happened once, it's probably just a fluke. It's a real thing. Like I said, ocean acidification is actually occurring 5 times faster than it did earlier. So that's a huge problem. That shows just how global climate change is affecting our system, our Earth, and its life. Scientists actually have predicted that the Earth could be inhabitable as early as 2060. That's 42 years to live on the Earth. I will probably still be alive, and I might even have children on the Earth by then. And I think that that's terrible, and we should do anything we can to avoid this at all costs. What can be done to help this issue? Some scientists estimated that we'll need about $2.3 billion per year until 2040 to diminish this issue or stop it. I don't know if that meant to stop it, but they said they needed, that's the minimum that they're guessing. Um, Green technology is also obviously something that I said earlier that can help. If we use green technology, we can diminish our production of pollutants in this atmosphere. Green technology includes geothermal energy, solar panels. I actually have solar panels myself. Anything like using carpooling, using a bike, using something that doesn't pollute. Um, Awareness, like any other issue, is something that's important to spread, because without awareness, you can't solve it because nobody knows about it. And like awareness, action, it's necessary. You need action, because if nothing happens, then if you don't act upon it, then you're not going to solve anything. Um, what will I be doing to help this issue? Awareness, obviously. Whenever I see something that is going to cause global warming or I mean climate change, anything that's potential to hurt this earth, and I'd like to make sure that I stop it, I take action and stop it, as well as I do my part and make sure other people know the issue with it. I think it's important for everybody to do their part, and I think that I th that we should work together as a team in order to solve this problem because we're all in it, we're all affected by it, and we all should want it to stop. In conclusion, climate change is real. It's caused by humans, and it's our job to stop it. We need to do something now. Action is going to be something that is necessary. Like I said before, without action, nothing will happen. And everybody has to make an effort. Without everybody, it's going to be harder. And everybody's living on this world. Everybody should take their part and make sure that they do whatever they can to help solve this issue. And if you ever want to learn any more, you can go on multiple websites. There's just look up climate change and how to affect it or how to help green technology. If you can do anything yourself, anything helps. Thank you for watching.